Well, let's move on now to some other news. And tensions between the UK and the EU over the Brexit agreement are building once again. Earlier this week, British MPs voted to move forward a bill that would allow ministers to scrap certain parts of the Brexit deal, in particular the Northern Ireland Protocol. And now, speaking at an event in London, the bloc's chief Brexit negotiator has accused the UK of effectively putting a gun on the table by introducing the legislation. Before his speech, Maroš Šefčovič also said that the EU is willing to negotiate, but only if the talks are constructive.
Thanks to the protocol, we prevented a hard border on the island of Ireland and ensured that Northern Ireland can continue to benefit from the peace process in full. For this very reason, the EU cannot and will not accept this delicate balance being unilaterally and illegally disapplied because of an outright U-turn by the UK government. And it is worth underlining that it is not for London to unilaterally change the game and decide what enters in the EU's single market. Such an approach the clear violation of international law.
Now, while the EU says that changing parts of the protocol will undermine peace in the region, the UK has maintained that it will help fix certain customs issues. The protocol is part of the 2019 Brexit deal, which was signed between the UK and the EU. As part of the protocol, Northern Ireland remained part of the EU single market. That was to avoid a hard border with the Republic of Ireland. The UK insists it's not functioning as intended, that's the protocol, and must be amended. All right, let's go back to our correspondent, Sally Patterson, who's been very patiently standing by in London. Sally, what's the reaction been here in the UK from the British government to those comments made by Maroš Šefčovič?
Well, Giles, as you heard moments ago, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been, for the last few days at least, very distracted by what's going on in Madrid at the NATO summit. So we haven't seen much reaction from him or from Foreign Secretary Liz Truss. However, we know that the UK is in a position where it will not give in. What it says is giving in, and it will not let the EU walk all over Northern Ireland. And that's why the chief negotiator for Brexit, his words were very, very strong, and he used this quite aggressive imagery of the gun on the table. And that's because, unsurprisingly, that is how the EU is taking these, what it says, are unilateral changes in post-Brexit agreements. Now, Maroš Šefčovič did say that he was joking that actually it's now the EU wanting to get Brexit done, whereas the UK has not been negotiating for the last few months. They haven't been coming around the table. And he is, of course, harking back to an old Conservative slogan of getting Brexit done. And he said that Foreign Secretary's Liz Truss' plan was illegal, would create uncertainty and would not work. He said that this would be a lose-lose situation for EU and UK relations, and first and foremost for Northern Ireland. Now, as you say, earlier in this week, we saw a vote which the government side won by 74 votes, which will see this bill, this very controversial bill, take its next step forward. However, there is still quite a long way for it to go before it becomes ratified and law. It needs to go over to the House of Lords, and there is expected to be quite a lot of opposition. So this controversial bill is very much not guaranteed yet.
Thanks for that, Sally. Yeah, this is a story that's not going away anytime soon. That was our correspondent in London, Sally Patterson.